Well, guys, welcome. Welcome to my keys to victory for Marion Reneau versus Tonya Evinger. Guys, this is a fight that I'm definitely looking forward to. I wish I could be there live and in person, but man, I have to, look at it on high definition television. But that's okay. That's okay. I roll with both of these women. Guys, welcome to the keys to victory. We're going to start off with Tonya Triple Threat Evinger.
Who am I? I'm not a model. I'm not a sex object. I don't care about fame. I am a fighter. I fight for legacy. And I fight to whoop somebody's ass.
Okay, guys, the first thing that I want to point out to y'all is that Tonya Evinger, what she needs to do, she needs to cut off the octagon effectively against Marion Reneau, because Marion Reneau definitely has an incredible speed advantage over Tonya Evinger. In fact, Marion Reneau is going to be able to move laterally. She's going to be able to move in any direction, and she's going to try to take a multitude of angles versus Evinger. Evinger doesn't have quite the angles. She don't have those angles, but she's going to have to cut off the octagon. And let me give you an example. Let's look at Holly Holm. Holly Holm, to me, did a very good job of cutting off the octagon for the faster Marion Reneau. And yes, Marion Reneau is faster than Holly Holm. I didn't say that at the time of this fight that she had more stand-up skill than Holly, but Marion Reneau is incredibly fast, and people don't get how fast she really is. I mean, this girl is a champion heptathlete, and, very strong and very fast. But this is kind of what Tonya should do. Okay, in this diagram, you see Holm and you see Reneau. Now, what Holly Holm is going to do, when we call it cutting off the ring or cutting off the octagon, you have to actually go to where the person's going to be and not follow them around. And if Tonya Evinger follows Marion Reneau around the octagon, it's going to be a long night. See, this is what Holly does. And just kind of take a look. Okay, so notice Holly, she shifted her body weight. Okay, and I'll try to show you here. Let's take a photograph of this. Okay, so I want you to see the arrow. Okay, Holly Holm actually shifted her body weight and shifted herself to where Marion Reneau was supposed to be. And henceforth, you see, Holly Holm doing a successful job of cutting off the octagon. The reason why this is very important is because this is going to limit Marion Reneau's options. Whether, Marion Reneau will try to get back to the center of the octagon, it's not going to matter, because this is going to limit the options that Marion has to use her footwork. And hence you see Holly Holm doing a pretty good job of actually making Marion's footwork and her speed less effective. Let's watch again. Okay, so we're going to watch this again. And folks, something so simple in this fight could dramatically help Tonya Evinger out. Something as simple as cutting off the octagon is going to do a world of good. She's going to need to, because this speed advantage with Marion Reneau is no joke, okay? And watch what Holly does. Okay, see, Holly just moves her body weight. She moves to the right. And see, look, now she's keeping Marion Reneau in front of her, instead of, her chasing Marion around the octagon. See, that's not going to happen. So now Marion Reneau is right there in front of her, and Holly Holm can try to do what she needs to do, to try to analyze the whole fight, to see where she can start picking Marion apart. Okay. Now, I do understand that this is an older fight, and Marion, since this fight, has tremendously evolved. But it's definitely something that you can watch and something to definitely look at to, see where, Tonya can actually get an advantage or, greatly help her stand up in this fight. Okay, number 2. Tonya Evinger, she's not going to just be able to go in there and rush in and take Marion Reneau down. Okay, it's not going to happen that way. Okay, Marion Reneau is a black belt in BJJ. She's very good. So being able to take Marion down is going to require her. She's got to slow Marion down. And for Tonya, I know her stand-up is not as good as, people would like for it to be. It's gotten Tonya through a lot of good fights, but in this particular fight, before she can even attempt a takedown, she's got to slow Marion down. And unfortunately, Tonya is going to have to do some stand-up. She's going to have to utilize leg and body kicks because Marion Reneau is not going to, you're not going to run her down. You're not going to catch her. And, a lot of different things are going to be tough. And see, Marion, they're going to be expecting a takedown. They're expecting that. And see, when you go tack for tack, I think Marion is stronger than Tonya. I think Tonya rolls on the ground, better than Marion. I think they both have their attributes. But Tonya is going to have to slow this girl down, man. Because Marion has the stamina, man. She got the stamina of a freaking, of an engine. And you got to slow that down. Utilize leg and body kicks. And the reason why I'm using the Holly Holm fight, because Holly Holm had, some success against Marion Reneau slowing her down. She did. And we'll look at a couple of situations that, Tonya could put herself in. Now, guys, we got to understand, Tonya Evinger is not Holly Holm. They fight totally different. But some of the mechanics and some of the techniques that I'm sharing with you could definitely be effective. No, she may not be able to execute it like Holly Holm, was able to do it. But, some of the truth in this is that she's going to have to slow her down. Okay, check this out. Okay, here you see right here, Holly Holm is setting up, and she threw like a little feint jab. She does that to freeze Marion Reneau. She was changing levels. She was feinting, and she's setting Marion Reneau up for a body kick. And you can definitely see the effect that the body kick had on Marion Reneau. And Holly Holm did this throughout the fight. And so these body kicks, because Holly knew that Marion is fast. She's faster. So Holly didn't want to expend all his energy trying to just, continuously cutting off this octagon. Holly actually wanted to get Marion to a state where Marion actually had to come at her, actually had to fight. And see, watch the body kick. Okay, now, Marion hunched over. Definitely the body kick hurt, okay? Marion Reneau is human, okay? She's human. And when you get kicked, it hurts, okay? Somebody's kicking you in the stomach as hard as they can. That hurts. And Marion felt this body kick, but I can tell you what, look at the reaction, afterwards. Definitely. You can definitely tell, that, it worked and it slowed her down a little bit, Now, I'm not saying Tonya can get up on the balls of her feet like that. I don't know. But Tonya is definitely going to have to use a body attack. She's going to have to. Or, she's going to be very, very frustrated in this fight because Marion is going to pretty much use the angles to stay away from Tonya and then to strike on the outside, which Marion is capable of doing that now. She's very, very capable of doing it. Now, let's look at my last point for Tonya Evinger. Okay, my third key, and people are going to say, what? But Tanya's so good on the ground. Yeah, Evinger is very good on the ground. Make no mistake about it. But Marion Reneau, her full guard, is people would think is more of a defensive weapon for Marion Reneau. No. Marion uses her full guard probably as well as anybody I've seen in women's MMA. And Marion can inflict a lot of damage from her guard. And I would tell Tonya, stay away from her guard because Marion is very, very quick into those transitions. And she's going to trap you on her guard and just hit you in the head with elbows. And that's going to hurt. And I'm going to give you an example. Tonya, would better be served working from the half guard to try to get her own submission. But if she gets into Marion's full guard, that's it. Okay, Marion's going to sit there. She's going to try to control posture. And she's going to try to do a lot of different things to Tonya Evinger. Watch. Okay, I want you to see this sequence, what Reneau is going to do in a full guard. And I'm going to show it to you. Okay, watch. Okay, I want y'all to see something. Marion didn't even try to get top control. She didn't even try to get on top. Marion actually immediately, she pulled a guard. Because she know her guard is very, very good. Marion Reneau has an extremely good guard. And from that guard, this woman can inflict a lot of damage, okay? And, she can set you up for a submission. Marion likes to inflict damage. Look at this, okay? Tonya Evinger got to be careful of this. If she's not, Marion going to start doing stuff, man. Look, and then Marion pulled Bernardo back. She shifted her back, and now what? Marion out of danger. Marion out of danger from getting strikes, and, Marion going to start delivering a bunch of elbows. But those are my keys to victory for Tonya Triple Threat Evinger. Stay tuned for the keys to victory for Marion, the Belizean Bruiser, Reneau.
These chicks underestimate you because of your age? Get ready for an ass whooping.
What? Backstab with no remorse. Taking blast that when I'm licking off. Have the beat, hard hitter when I'm getting off. These bitches with no father figures, they be tricking off. Feel me? They bees off the keys, knees, and that's for sure. If they try to run between these, I'll blow they doors. Put the jinx on them all like the Southmores. Cause these bitches got the gall to holler hardcore. I'm cracking jaws. Have to be the Southpaw with no look. Give a fuck about these bitches, and that's the hook. You know how I'm gonna get it, split it off the books. And you ain't got to love me, trust me, simply.
Okay, if there's one bit of advice that I would say that Marion would need to do in this fight, okay, get Tonya legs out of there. The reason why is that a person, if they don't have their legs, believe it or not, they're less effective when they try to take you down and when they try to submit you. Marion needs to be chewing up that lead leg of Tonya's because it doesn't move and it's right there to be hit. Like Marion really, she need to do a good job of chewing that leg up, chew it up to the point where Tonya can barely put weight on it. Because, you'll see that the level of her takedowns will definitely decrease. Let's watch an example. All right, I want you to watch what Chris Cyborg does to this lead leg. And you can see the lead leg of Tonya Evinger is right there. It's right there to be hit. It's going to be there all night long if Marion Reneau chooses to hit it. Okay? And bam. Tonya Evinger, she did not like that. Okay? She didn't like it at all. And you can actually look at Tonya's face. You can look directly at her face and you can tell, like, wow, that hurt, And, Tonya is also human, okay? She's human. And when she, she gets hit, it's just the nature of the game. These leg kicks, these body kicks, they hurt, okay? So, Tonya showing that weakness? No, it's not a weakness. It just hurt. Just how it is. But let's go ahead and talk about another thing that that Marion can exploit with Tonya Evinger. Okay, number 2 for Marion Reneau. Look for the counters off of leg kicks and jabs. The opportunity for a counter off of those leg kicks and jabs, they're going to be there for Marion Reneau. They're going to be there. Tonya is going to choose to stand for part of the fight. And Tonya is not a dumb fighter, okay? She's not going to expend all her energy trying to, run around the octagon to get Marion Reneau down. Tonya knows, okay? And she's been a trained professional. Tonya is a pioneer. She's a trailblazer. She knows that she's going to have to soften up Marion. She knows this, okay? And Tonya will definitely throw these leg kicks that they look very awkward. Like her style is very awkward. Tonya will come in, and it don't even look like she's about to throw a kick, but then she'll hit you with a leg kick, okay? But she's wide open. And when she throw a jab, her jabs are not orthodox. They're very unorthodox, and so it's hard to time. But, Chris Cyborg was able to figure it out. She figured it out, but like a fighter, an average fighter, wouldn't be able to do it. So here's the thing, okay? Marion is definitely, okay, she's definitely going to need, okay, to time, look for the counters off of the leg kicks and jabs. Here's an example. All right, I want you to watch this sequence, okay? Really watch this because Tonya Evinger, she's going to leave herself wide open for the counter. Watch. Okay, she went for the leg kick, okay? You guys may have missed it. She went for the leg kick, and her chin was right there, and Cyborg saw it immediately. And I think Marion, her striking level is there to where she'll see those same opportunities as well. Let's watch that again. Okay, so here's the sequence again. Now, Marion, all she needs to do, wait for this leg kick, because look at, do you see? Look at how exposed Tonya's chin is. It's right there. She's wrapping her chin up on a gift basket, and she's saying, "Here, take my chin," okay? And that's exactly what Cyborg's going to do. Bam, right there. That counter's going to be there all night long, okay? She's going to attempt it. She's going to try for the leg kick. She's going to have to. If she doesn't try to slow Marion down, this fight, Marion is just going to tire her out, and it's going to be hard for Tonya Evinger to get any work done. Marion needs to exploit that. I'm talking about pronto, okay? If anything else, that's going to be there all night long. Let's look at something else. Now, me personally, I wouldn't think that, Tonya would make the same mistake against Cyborg twice. I would think that maybe Tanya would, maybe switch legs, maybe use the other leg to kick the other leg, but, it's more convenient to kick with her right leg. But man, she makes the same mistake again, and her chin is right there. Look, there it is. She's got it wrapped up, and she's going to allow this to happen. Marion needs to take complete, full advantage of this opportunity. All right, I want you to watch, okay, as Tonya attempts to throw a looping shot, and this is going to be open all night too. And Marion, if she can really pick up on this and see it just like Cyborg did, then she'll have the same kind of success. Now I know that Marion and Cyborg, they're different fighters. They fight differently, their styles are differently, but Marion can take away a lot of different things in this fight. You can see it. Now watch real carefully, okay? Tanya's doing a good job too. I wish there was a couple other things I can point out. But just kind of watch for a little bit longer. Tanya's going to try a shot. Okay, there's the leg kicks again. Okay, there it is. Okay, now Cyborg slips this, and then she comes back around, and bam. That's going to be there for Marion Reneau. And Marion, if she can pick up on that and see it early, that's going to catch Tonya Evinger. And that's going to slow Evinger down, and it's going to kind of deter her trying to get in on the inside because, Tonya is looking for a way to get this fight to the ground. She is, okay? And she's been having no luck with doing it. She got Cyborg down once and just wasn't strong enough to hold her down. So it's like, okay, what do I do? She's trying to get Cyborg to walk into a takedown, but it didn't work. And she got caught with a beautiful right hand by Cyborg, and man, Tonya wanted no parts of that. All right, let's go to part 3. And my third thing for Marion Reneau, Tonya also has a very good guard. Both of these two women, their guards are very, very good. And it would behoove both of these women not to get trapped in the other one's guard. Don't do it, okay? There's a reason why Chris Cyborg would not fall and let Tonya Evinger jump guard. There was a reason why she didn't do it, okay? Tonya Evinger is a freak of nature from her guard. Okay, she's a freak of nature, if she got top control. Tonya Evinger is a freak of nature when it comes to the ground. And I think that she's got a little bit more technicality than Marion does on the ground. But Marion is a black belt BJJ specialist, so if it goes to the ground, it's going to be interesting. I don't think Tonya will be able to submit Marion as quickly as she would like to. But if this fight goes to the ground, Marion is also very competitive on the ground. And, I can't see Tonya dominating her at first unless Tonya softened up Marion, okay? And, if Marion is still fresh, and if Tonya takes it to the ground, her submission attempts are probably going to be unsuccessful. But Marion, she got to avoid the guard of Tonya Evinger. She got to stay out of that thing. That thing is like a spider web. And once you get into it, Tonya Evinger, what I noticed for her, Tonya doesn't use her guard for a defensive measure. She don't even use it more of an offense. Tonya Evinger uses her guard purely for an offensive submission type deal. That's what she does. She uses her guard to be very submissive in this fight. And that's what she's going to do. Okay? If she gets Marion to a guard, she's going to try to submit Marion. Okay? And Tonya Evinger, her triangle choke is very, very good. So these are my keys to victory for Marion Reneau versus Tonya Evinger. This is going to be a great fight. And hopefully, I know I'll get Marion on the show. I'm trying to track Tonya down now. But Tanya's a busybody, man. She's very busy. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this fight. Who do you have winning? Of course, I love them both, but Marion, that's my girl. I got to go for my girl. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best Wednesday Night platform on YouTube.